There we go. We have lights and sound now. My goodness. The power flickered just before, or just after I hit the stream button. So I'm sitting here in the dark with everything turned off all of a sudden. The only thing on the UPS is the computer and the camera, apparently. Oh, goodness. All right. How is everyone going? How is everyone doing? We're going to get started here in just a second. We're bound to have a little bit of a rough start here. It's been a bit. I'm out of practice. First, we take a week off, and then we are down sick for almost a week. And now we've got technical difficulties all over the place. We're going to get our chat windows back opened here and get started. I'm super excited. I've got YouTube chat here. There we go. Oh my goodness, we've got a ton of people in chat already today. I'm gonna have to declare bankruptcy after all of the problems here. I see McKnight Gaming. I see Godly Devil. Welcome to the stream. Always great to see supporters popping up. Perma's modding here. At least the good news is the stream didn't kick out on me. We kept internet through that, so that's always a positive. And we're going to get started here. I'm going to get everything switched over to the game, and we'll figure out what's going on, and then we'll catch up on some chat here. Scott George, good to see you, man. We've got Junt in chat. We've got Living on a Player in chat here. Always good to see the staff team come out. Always appreciate the support. Let's jump over here. So we're gonna kind of pick up where we were and see what's going on. We've got Stranded Canson in chat as well. Owen Farms, Andrew Monson. Good to see you guys. James Rhodes, it's good to see you. What am I most excited for FS22? That's a great question. I'm gonna have to think about that. But I think honestly, the base game season so far is the most exciting thing they've announced. That and the US style equipment being base game is really exciting for me. Bo Hunter 94, it's good to see you, sir. Randy Pepler, as always, welcome to the chat. Let's get going here. So I've got all kinds of changes here today. I had set up a second camera to show off the wheel, and I've got the SIMDashboard sitting over here that we're gonna try out today. And my second camera bit the dust today. Long story short, the 4-year-old knocked it over and it's not quite so much working anymore, so we'll have to think about how to get something to replace that at some point. But unfortunately I was unable to deconstruct my 16-year-old's computer fast enough tonight to grab his webcam, so we'll see how it goes. Oh goodness. Lucky 7, good to see you. Yeah, I should have got it. The plastic popped off of it and everything. It was a good time. He felt bad too. It's funny. He's such a good kid, you know, and it was an accident. We were down here goofing off. He was helping me rearrange the room a bit, and he bumped into it, and the whole thing just went over, and he's just like, I'm sorry. It's broken. It's like, it's okay. It was a cheap webcam that I've had in the closet for 10 years and just now busting it off, so it's been one of those weeks though. We've definitely had a week. I was thinking we're gonna come back from vacation and just be all kinds of right into the content and super excited. We jumped onto the stream Tuesday morning and I didn't even make it an hour. It was rough times, so appreciate everybody coming out tonight to hang out. We're going to see if we can remember what the heck is going on in this series. We've got a lot of full vehicles and some corn to harvest here, so we're going to get this going. Lucky 7, a good reason to upgrade, exactly. Now I've just got to explain that one to my wife, and we'll get there. Faber Farming, it's good to see you as always, dude. Welcome to the stream. Let's see, I think we have auto drive on this, right? Field 10... Millennial Farmer. It's funny, it's been a full, I don't even know now, you know, over a week since I've played on this map, so it's gonna be a little bit of figuring out what was going on. So I've got SIMDashboard over here, so I'm going to be looking over here a little bit, and I'm using all the screens that the Farm Sim guy came out with, and he's done a number of videos on SIMDashboard. Excuse me. And his dashboard screens are absolutely marvelous. So I've linked in the description of this video a link to his SIMDashboard video, the latest video he did where he updated, gosh, I think he's created 10 plus screens for this thing at this point. Awesome stuff. And so I'm just going to start playing with this a little bit today. I'll probably try to do another video on it again at some point just because it's super awesome. And I think that, you know, anybody who wants to really expand their experience with Farm Sim should really be checking this out. I can't believe it took me this long to do it. Pleasant View Farms in the chat, sir. It's good to see you. Auto Drive is amazing. It is my best friend here. Oh, tell me I didn't forget to save the harvest. I did. Oh, goodness. We don't have a courseplay course left for this. All right, that's fine. Tell you what, we're going to start this guy up. We're going to send this guy away on a worker. Come on, you can do it. We're going to send him down as a worker, and then I think we'll just have workers do each of these part while we cart. Because I'm not about to try and recreate a courseplay course here from scratch and have it pick up where we left off, so... John Deere Farms, the Anthem Mac for FS22 does look cool. That looks like it's going to be a cool truck. Yeah, and for the members, this is something you guys actually kind of got me in on this too, was we've got SIMDashboard on all of the member servers because several of the members were using it actually, so I've been meaning to get around to setting this up for a long time now. Alex Duteman, welcome to the chat. It's good to see you. Mr. Manson, I was saying just a few minutes ago that my second camera suffered a injury today and is unable to be demoed. I suppose actually I could lift it up here. Let's see if I can find the screen that I actually should be using right now. Oh, can we do it? So we've got the green screen filter on, so you're not going to be able to see anything here, but I've got my tablet on this handy little stand, and a lot of the game controls here are all set up and available for me, so I can do a lot of the controls in the game right there on the tablet, which is awesome. Stranded, where's my sense of adventure? There you go. No, I've had enough technical difficulties already at the beginning of this stream. We're not going to embarrass ourselves farther with messing up with courseplay my first day back out of vacation, essentially. Goodness. But I'm doing a lot better today. I appreciate all the kind words over the last several days. As me and my family have been recovering from one of the worst stomach flus I've had in my life. And it's funny, I don't get sick very often, and so to be down with a stomach flu, I think this is the first time in like 10 years that I've had something like that. So we were all a pretty sad bunch. At least it didn't hit us until we got back from vacation, so that was something we were pretty thankful for. Derek, the tablet, you can use pretty much any Android device. It doesn't work on iPhone, but Android devices, it's pretty low requirements in general. So I don't know what the actual requirements are, but if you go to the Android Play Store and just look at SIMDashboard, you'll definitely find it, and I don't think the requirements are very high. All right, so we've got the corn all unloaded here. Alex, yeah, that was one thing we were also grateful for. We wouldn't have probably gone on vacation, but we've all been able to get fully vaccinated here between my wife and I and our oldest son. So it made getting out of the getting out of the house for the first time in 2 full years of, since we'd taken a real vacation. It was really nice. So Max and Ray Farms SIMDashboard. I should have put a link to this in the description of the video, but if you go to the link, I did put a link in the description of the video to the Farm Sim Guy's channel, where he shows off all of the screens that he created, and he did an awesome job of putting together a good number of screens for SIMDashboard, and he gives you a good kind of overview. But at a high level, SIMDashboard is an application you install on your computer, and then there's a mod that you run in FarmSim, and it sends all of the data about the game to your tablet. So you can see all the information about your vehicle, how full your trailers are. You can push a button on the tablet to turn your lights on, to turn your tablet, to open your pipe, to close your covers, to pretty much do anything that you would use a keyboard command for. And so it's really pretty cool. And he made them look just like the Gen 4 screens for John Deere, or at least several of them look very similar to the Gen 4 screens in a John Deere tractor. So it gives you that extra sense of realism. So I don't know. I don't know why I've held out this long to try it out. Well, mostly because I just got a tablet this week. But yeah, if you have any kind of a Android tablet, you can probably get it working. Scorpion's Edge, it's good to see us, sir. We are doing good. Stranded Canson, we are playing Skittles here. We've got the entire rainbow. I should have swapped one of these green combines out for a yellow New Holland, just to complete the contrast here. Set GPS is great. Yeah, I should actually try that out here at some point. Now, I've had a lot of these buttons. I was using my Stream Deck for this before, but it's nice to be able to have the tablet separated from my Stream Deck, so that I can actually use my Stream Deck for streaming related stuff. So that's kind of cool. AJ Grant, FS22. I'm looking forward to, mostly at this point, based on what they've announced so far, that Seasons is built into the game, so I don't have to wait for the Seasons modders to come out with it. That's going to be really exciting for me. And the fact that US style equipment is in base game is awesome. And so, for me as a content creator, and just how I like to play Farm Sim, right? I'm a realistic North American farming style guy, and both of those things are going to be in base game. So I'm excited about that. Because otherwise, if it was like when FS19 came out, you guys are going to be seeing me play a lot of EU-style stuff, most likely, and that's not exactly what I like to do. John Deere Farms, you're headed to Minnesota tomorrow to see your grandpa's farm. He's got an 8RX and an X9. Ooh, that's going to be fun. I would love to check out some of that equipment in real life. Yeah, I'm excited, actually. I was just talking about my to my staff team earlier that this fall I'm going to get to spend 2 weeks going out to visit real-life farms. And I've already lined up a bunch of farm tours in the Minnesota area because I have family and friends there, so I've got a lot of connections from when I used to farm in Minnesota. And then I'm also talking to some people about, heading out and stopping places in both Ohio, Iowa, and possibly South Dakota. So I'm really excited about that. Get to see a lot of different farms and see how much I can squeeze in a 2-week period. So that should be awesome. And Scorpion's Edge, I'm with you there. So one of the things I like most about some of this stuff being built into the base game is that means that the modders don't have to start from scratch. They can actually take what's in the base game and build on top of that and do even more cool stuff with it. And actually, that's what I'm looking forward to with the production system as well. Like, I'm not terribly interested in the production line stuff, at least as it is. I know a lot of people like playing that way in Farm Sim. It's just never been the kind of thing that I spent a lot of time doing. But having it be in base game means that the modders can extend that and do so many more things with it. And so I can't wait to see what they do with that. Kansas. You had to replant 1,000 acres of beans? That is unfortunate. Jake Burrows, what part of Iowa? I don't know yet. I've got family that's kind of spread out in different parts of Iowa, so I've got to kind of... I'm working with one of my cousins works for... where does he work? Cargill. And so he's got a lot of connections in farming. And so I'm trying to figure out how to, leverage some of his connections to get out to a couple of farms. So he drives truck for Cargill, and so he gets out quite a few places. All right, this guy was on auto drive, but not turned on, so he was holding up my other truck that we were waiting for. We're all full up. The wine, yeah. So it's funny is like a lot of people are kind of groaning about grapes being in the game. I'm actually in Michigan where there's a lot of vineyards. A lot of grapes get grown in different parts of the country or in different parts of the state. I don't know that they really use a lot of the equipment that you see in the farm sim trailer here, but it'll still be fun to have that be in base game and do some different things with it. So. All right, this guy is empty. Why is he not continuing to go somewhere? Go. There we go. I think he was just not on the right setting. This is on course play. Hopefully it's going to work well. Had to go to Ohio today and saw New Holland, Case, and John Deere tractors out mowing grass. Nice. Forward Ag, good to see you, man. We are feeling better today, thankfully. We're gonna get back in the saddle here. You've sent me a number of updates that I need to check out here. I'm super excited to see what you've been up to while I've been out here the last couple of weeks. All right, let's see if we can get this combine going on the other side of the field here. And hopefully catch these guys with their pipes on the right side. Yeah, if you guys have not checked out Forward Ag, he's been doing some awesome stuff with some anhydrous tanks, some different liquid fertilizer tanks look like they're on the horizon. And he's been playing around with some of those new 3D track technology that's out. So I can't wait to see some of the stuff he's got coming there. His new tracks look awesome on his carts. Donna, it is 9:19 p.m. for me here in the eastern United States. We are in the Metro Detroit area here where I'm at. We've been having some interesting weather. I think it's supposed to start storming here shortly. Oh goodness, I did not start that worker off very straight. Alright, let's see here. Go, go, go. Oh goodness, I have got the tickle in my nose. Let's get going here. We've got, everything is full though, I think is the problem. We've got a full trailer. We've got a full combine. We need our semi trucks to get back out here. So let's figure out where these semis are. I've got one coming there and one stuck up here. What did you get stuck on, bud? Apparently a tree. Why is he way over here is what I want to know. I do not remember this course being so far off the road. But there it is. It's almost like somebody horrible was driving here. How do I... Is it... Yep, left control. Here we go. Let's fix it live. Auto drive is the best. We're gonna just right click. You can see all these ones down below the road here. This is what I was trying to fix originally and did not manage to get those fixed. At some point I'm gonna have to figure out how to delete that entire course where all these points are way down below the road here. Oh, that looks horrible. Let's see, let's get this one. Bring that over here. I think something actually happened to this course since last time. Everything looks shifted. Because we were running this course just fine last stream. I haven't touched anything with auto drive since then. But it's very clearly in the weeds, so we're just gonna fix this and tell him to get going again. It's just funny because the other truck made it back just fine, so I don't know what this guy is doing. Either way. Hey, Meatball, it's good to see you, man. I'm distracted trying to fix auto drive courses here. How you doing, man? Long time no see. It's gotta be super early for you over there. Alright, we're gonna pull this guy. We've got auto drive going now. We're gonna get this guy unloaded here and get these combines moving again. I am getting so far behind on chat trying to fix all of these courses. 2 weeks to go for the KC. Can't wait, Forward Ag. I can't wait to check that out. That's going to be a load of fun. You're making 2 more frames for more tracks that you're working on. Can't wait. I love tracks. Tracks are my favorite, especially the 3D tracks that are coming out on everything. Oh, absolutely awesome. Love it. 3:22 a.m. Meatball. You are a machine, man. Got to 103 degrees in Texas today. Oof, that is hot. I know we've been talking to one of my staff members was talking about it being like 100 and something degrees today too. I can't imagine. 122 degrees in Arizona. Wow, Ford Ag. I can't even imagine. Meatball setting up a save on the Millennial map. This is my map. I love this map. I'm so glad that they released it with the precision farming update. I have to say, like when maps do custom precision farming or soil maps, awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it. This has been a fun reboot to this map. I'm really glad I decided to go back. I don't often go back and replay maps that I've spent a lot of time on, but this one has been awesome. And where is that other truck? Did he get stuck again? Auto drive. Oh, he's just slow. All right, he's just slow. I forget this map is a standard size map, but it feels a lot bigger than that sometimes. So we're gonna get this guy going here real quick. Now the question is do I have vehicle speed sync installed? I've got the button on my SIMDashboard here. John Deere farms are gonna be harvesting in an X9 with your dad this fall. That's awesome. I don't think any of the farmers that I know have an X9. Is this worker really not gonna start going? There you go. But I think I know somebody that's got an 8RX, so I'm looking forward to getting into an 8RX. So that'll be fun. Car spot, Ben. Welcome from Australia. It's good to see you. 90 degrees above total drought in... Oh, 90 and above in Minnesota. Total drought. Nice. That's gonna be rough. I know, who was I talking to? I can't remember now, but it's interesting to see some parts of the Midwest are now getting rain and other parts are just completely without any rain whatsoever, and it's just been, you know, horrible. So, you know, really hoping that it works out for some of the farmers, at least in the Midwest here. The weather's got to turn around, or at least you'd hope. I know here in Michigan, we've been getting just tons of rain. In fact, you know, my sprinklers, you know, aren't even running. You know, the grass is green. We're getting, I think, an inch and a half of rain or something over the next day and a half. And so it's, you know, you almost feel bad being in a place that's getting tons of rain when there's so many spots in the Midwest that are getting nothing. So definitely been interesting following the news, you know, wondering where it's going to break. I think soybean prices fell by the largest amount they'd ever fallen in a single day in history a week or so ago. It was crazy. Carson, the fill type to be bushels. So I am using a mod called the Community Extension mod. There are 2 mods that'll do that, both by Thundar Modding. Community Extension is the, I'll say, more complicated and also kind of still, I would say, almost in like a beta mode. And then the easier mod to use is called Unit Convert Lite, which is pretty much just you install it and it works. I did a tutorial video on Unit Convert Lite a couple months ago, and it has a link in the description to the mod. So if you're interested in checking that out, just search on my channel for Unit Convert, and you'll find a video that it has a tutorial on how to set it up and configure it, as well as where to download it. Yeah, stranded. In fact, I would love to send some your way. We've got too much rain. We had standing water in our yard a day ago. It's just, you know, crazy to see the difference. So, how familiar am I with rice as a crop? I've never actually seen it in real life farmed. I mean, I know just a little bit about it, but not much. Cecil, 102 in Spokane. I've got a bunch of family up in Spokane, actually. Speed Sync. Hey, Speed Sync is not only on, but I can use it from SIMDashboard. I think it's awesome that you can activate all these different mods, you know, from my tablet here. That's a really cool feature. This is going to be awesome. So I'm going to try something that I set up before the stream here. This may or may not work, but we're going to try and send a message to chat here with our Discord information. I got a green checkbox on my stream deck. Oh, and there it goes. So we do have a Discord server. I forget, I haven't checked since before I left vacation, but we're closing in on 2,000 members on the Discord server, I think. And so also a great place to go if you're looking for help or support with mods and things like that. You know, we've got a very friendly community. People are always willing and able to kind of help people who are struggling with some things out. And so, you know, we've also got a lot of real-life farmers in the community that we've been sharing pictures and just talking about farming, which I absolutely love. Because for me, at least, one of the main reasons I play Farming Simulator is to reconnect with my real-life farming roots. So if you are looking for a community to come hang out with and, you know, be a positive influence, come on over, join the club. What do I use to plant the big field just by the farm? Field 1? I think I used DB90 in this season a little bit earlier. I think a DB120 would feel a little bit too big for the field, and so we did a DB90. So let's unload this guy. The nice thing with this big cart is we can completely fill a semi and then have some left over. Our other semi is already back up at the farm dumping, and honestly, I feel like he's probably stuck again. And I don't know why he's getting stuck here, because I would expect him to be done and moved on by now. We're sitting at the point, he's empty. This is the deliver point. What am I missing here with auto drive? Should I be clicking that? Nope, there. I want an infinity. I thought if I left it here, it would do it forever. Whatever, we're gonna increase this to 6 and tell him to go. We'll see what happens. I've never had to start him off multiple times before. He just went in a loop. Well, the bin's definitely got capacity in it because it keeps taking corn. Although we are getting close to full. We've got just a little bit left in here because it doesn't use this wet bin capacity when we're in course play mode. And so we are getting close, but we've still got 20,000 bushels to go. Yeah, Godly. No, I did check that when we were up in the farm last time. Where are you going, sir? You were not full. Stop. Stop. What is this all about? My auto drive settings must have got waxed at some point. Unload fill level. Yeah, let's try starting at 99%. Thank you very much. Now, well, hold on 1 second. We're gonna fill you up. You guys are taking way too long to cut back up here from the farm for you to be leaving half full. Ronnie, what's my favorite 18-wheeler brand? I would say Peterbilt, just because that is what we had on the farm back in the day. And so I'm one of those guys, a very nostalgic guy. So anytime I actually had a chance to use something, unless I absolutely hated it for some reason, my favorite thing would be the thing that I actually got to use in real life. Alright, this guy's going somewhere. I don't think he's set up right. Catch the truck, exactly. He's like on a run. Alright, well, the other guy should come back here at some point. Noggy, it's good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. How's life up in Canada treating you this week? Have you guys gotten any rain? We've been talking to some people, and a lot of people could use some rain, I think. And I'm not drinking any water. I don't know, what are we, half an hour into the stream? We are waiting for the American Life of Farming map to come out right now. That's going to be our next members multiplayer server. And I know we've got a whole bunch of members who are looking forward to that map. And so I'm looking forward to it because we're going to start... I'm going to start a farm up on that map, and we're going to be doing a multiplayer live stream series on that map. And so one night a week, I'm going to be playing on the members server with, hopefully with members. Anybody who's available and wants to join in on the stream. And so I can't wait to start that map. I know a lot of people have been excited for it. Hyper Wolf, do I ever build my own farms on maps? Absolutely, I love building farms. In fact, if you watch my Flint Hills series, that was a farm that I built on that map. And it's I always have mixed feelings about building farms on maps because so many people, the map makers put so much work into building a farm, and or several farms even, and those farms are amazing. And then it's like, but I like building my own farms. And so, you know, I always have this mixed feeling where I feel guilty about not playing on a map maker's actual farms that they spent time building. But I have a lot of fun doing it. So from time to time, I will build my own farms on maps. All right, we're going to let this guy go. We're going to get around here. I think he's about empty. Yeah, looks close enough. And we're gonna go unload this other guy. I can see my truck coming back. It's Farm Sim Jim. Welcome to the chat, sir. It's good to see you again. Billet, I don't think I gave you a shout out earlier, but it's always good to see you in chat, man. You are definitely a regular. Yeah, Hyperwolf, Trailer Park Farms, best sheds in FS19, at least, you know, for my style of farming. Especially the new ones that he's done lately. He's been putting a lot of work into optimizing his sheds, and they are just amazing. I absolutely love them. And he's been kind enough to shoot them over to me for early access reviews in the past. So, yeah, Ray, I've seen that the console users actually got American Life of Farming ahead of the PC users. It's funny, most maps, you know, or most mods in general, it's always the console users who get it last, and so it's been kind of funny to see both that and the Millennial Farmer map came out for console users first when it relaunched. So for once, it's good to be a console player. Nate Piper, appreciate the kind words. I'm curious, Bow Hunter, if there's going to be good spots for building farms or not. Like, I've actually tried to avoid having anything ruined for me on that map, so I haven't watched any of the previews that anybody's done on it. So I'm really curious to check it out when it comes out. The only thing I've seen is some of Lancy Boy's pictures, but I haven't really looked at the PDA or the farms yet. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna mute for just a second here. Oh. Gotta get used to talking again. I got that tickle in my throat. I think my wife felt insulted on vacation. I barely talked to her. And it's like, well, I'm on vacation. I'm taking a break from talking. It's all I do on YouTube now. Alright, we are getting close to full here again. We've got more than enough to top off a semi, and one of our semis is back here. I'm betting that other semi is stuck up at the farm again, though, so we'll have to see. Ooh, Forward Ag. Did American Life of Farming actually get Anhydrous on console? That'd be cool. I know Lancy Boy actually messaged me asking some questions about Anhydrous after I put out that tutorial video on it, so I was really excited to see that it was coming, and I was surprised also to see that it hadn't been added to any console maps before, so... Oh, we've got a collision, folks. Helper A and Helper J are going at it over here. X9 head to head. Let's see if we can sort this out. Alright. I keep forgetting I have a steering wheel. I'm like reaching over to grab the keyboard here. Oh no, stop. Please, just let me... Oh, headers. We tried to get out of the way. We still don't have a crash counter button, though. I need to get a crash counter button. If I can set up chat message buttons, I should be able to set up a crash counter button. I forget. I think I was watching DJ yesterday while I was laying on the couch regretting life, and he has that crash counter audio bit, but I want to take that a step farther. I want an actual crash counter on the screen at all times. Oh, why are you backing into me? My goodness, what is going on right now? Just stop, you crazy worker. Oh my goodness. Okay, here, you're going this way. You just stopped, seriously, you stopped to back up into me, and now what, you're coming after me with a vengeance? Come on now. This is getting ridiculous. This is out of hand. Come here. You need to be stopped. Oh my goodness. Workers gone crazy. The workers have heard that FS22 is coming out and they're being replaced. My goodness. Well, welcome to Kedrick Farms, everybody, where the workers are trying to kill me. If only I was recording this so that I could capture these bits to put into like a blooper reel. That's my next project when I have some free time, is to figure out how to record while I'm live streaming so that I can use some of this footage for other things. Oh look, auto drive is taking off again. How full is your semi-truck? 85%? Stupid auto drive. I think this must be a per vehicle setting, yes. Oh my goodness, you guys are killing me. Okay, well, here we go again. Deja vu. Let's go fill this semi-truck up too. Oh my goodness. Tucker, you can't find the dashboard on your tablet. I'm gonna have to find a link here. Let's get this let me get this truck or this grain cart unloading into the truck, and I'll see if I can drop a link to the mods or the application's website here in chat. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this. We're gonna jump out here. We're gonna jump out here. And I'm gonna post this in chat. This is the application right here. And so there's two components. There's a what do you call it? Actually, I could just bring this up, I suppose, for anybody that's on mobile or something on their phone. I've got buttons for everything today. Wow, I'm bigger than life over here. What is up with that? You guys don't need to see me when I'm on this screen. And so you've got SIMDashboard, and what I love about SIMDashboard is that it's for so many different applications. Now, I play American Trucking Simulator and a few other things, and so you've got all these different games that you can use SIMDashboard with, so it's pretty awesome, I have to say. And there's a free version, but to do some of the stuff that I'm doing, I think you do need the pro version. It's like $13 if you buy it for all the games, or it's like $3 or $4 if you buy it for just one game, so it's worth the money for sure. All right, let's see here. We're getting distracted. We've got some weird light issues there. Is that must be with the truck. Strangeness. Can't find good workers anymore. Exactly, Godly. It's always chaos. Hey, our truck came back. I didn't have to go get him from the farm. All right, that worker's redeemed. Oh, and I forgot to start him off, didn't it? Yeah, if you need, if you want to use FSG screens for sure, you do need the pro version. And, you know, honestly, it's like for $4, you know, I'm a big, you know, support the modder kind of a guy. And SIMDashboard is definitely worth $4 to be able to play with FSG screens on the pro version. So that's what that's my 2 cents on it. And also, if you do decide to do it, go check out FSG's video that I linked in the description of this video. His video where he shows off all the screens. You know, not only is the video awesome because it shows off all these screens that he created, and links to all of his screens that you can install on SIMDashboard are in the description of that video, but FSG spent a bunch of time and actually created these amazing looking screens. And he's just a really cool stand-up guy, and he's been a huge friend of the channel for a long time now, so definitely recommend checking that out. Oh, look, we can turn off the beacon on SIMDashboard. I never remember what key that is. Brian Rutherford, always good to see you in the stream, man. My day is going wonderful. We have finally recovered from our silly illness. All right, let's see if I can avoid running into my other auger here, but I do want to just get this combine dumped out here as well. There we go. Okay, well, there we go. Can't always get down off of the ladder. So we got 800 whole bushels left here, not even enough to top off a semi. But we've actually got a semi to dump into, so no complaints there. Yeah, Pleasant View Farms, I had it set to pick up and deliver. I think I just set it to the wrong, it was like on the wrong part of the course originally. And then I also had it sent to take off after it was 85% full, so we've been chasing everything down. I think all my auto drive settings got wiped out at some point when I reset some things on my computer. Oh no. Oh no, why is there corn still in here? What? This is unfortunate. Just when I was giving this guy compliments. All right, oh, because he's set to pick up, but he's full. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. Why are you sitting here? I want you to go. You've got corn. You're 100% full. Just go. I don't know why he's trying to... Like, normally you could set this to go... He should be trying to drive to the silo to empty. Oh, goodness. Tell you what, I want you to just deliver this to the silo. There. Do that instead. It's always something. Let's see where the other guy is. You better not be driving back out here with a full load of corn. That's all I'm saying. See, this guy's going the right way. He's going to the silo. Silo's green. He's got corn. He's gonna do his job. Brody, I do not think auto drive will ever come to consoles. It's just not gonna happen. It's too complicated for what it needs to do. Requires too many buttons, and I think it would just be really hard to implement. Even if they did start allowing simple scripting mods on consoles eventually, I can't ever see something like auto drive getting there. But maybe I'm just a pessimist. Yeah, this is a nice T9. This is been updated with the new 3D tracks as well, which is absolutely awesome. Yeah, FSG did a great mod spotlight video on Ford Ag stuff today. Absolutely loved it. Ford Ag has been an amazing part of the community. And, you know, most of you in the community know that Farm Sim Guy and I have been pretty close. Our communities overlap quite a bit. And so Ford Ag has been kind enough to share a lot of their mods with both of us. Argzy Gaming as well, great friend of the channel. And so, you know, I'm always love seeing so many people in the community support each other. It's just an awesome experience. M&J's Elk Ranch, hello and welcome to the stream, man. It's good to see ya. Cindy Siders, hello and welcome. We're gonna run this grain cart back up to the farm, I think, rather than wait for a semi to come back out here. Randy, the new 3D tracks, I didn't notice anything negative from a performance perspective. I think that the way that they're implemented, there's, you know, really little to no impact. And again, I play on a higher end system, so I wouldn't notice probably an impact. You know, 1 FPS here or there doesn't really do much to my system. But for me, you know, and it's a little thing, I'm trying to get a good look at it here, but it just adds a lot to it. It brings some dimension to things, and for better or worse, you know, a lot of the time I spend playing Farm Sim, I'm looking at the side or the back of a tractor like this. And, you know, it's one of the things I see the most when I'm playing. And so I really think it adds that extra bit of depth to the mod, if I'm using that term two ways. Yeah, there you go. Perma's Modding knows a thing or two from the actual modding side of it. So that's also good to know the science behind it. But yeah, this T9 was released, I think it was the first mod officially released with the new way to do 3D tracks by KMN Modding. Got it right off the in-game mod hub. Which means you can also get this on console, I believe, with the 3D tracks now, which is awesome. Alright, I don't know what's up with this particular truck with auto drive, because his compatriot is working just fine. But we're gonna just get him shut off and figure out why he's causing me problems here, so... Oh, he's causing... Yeah, I don't know why he's still stopped here, so... Whatever. Here we go. empty. Oh, he does dump faster than the grain cart can fill him, which is fascinating. Pleasant View Farms, it's always good to see you, man. Have a good one. We'll catch you tomorrow on Discord, I'm sure. If you guys are enjoying the stream, drop a like. It helps the channel out quite a bit. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. We are back from our being gone for a week and a half here, so we're going to be doing daily farm sim content again. Here at Ketterick Farms, we like to try and focus on realistic-ish North American-style farming. We do happen to be pretty bad at driving, though, so we do crash quite a bit, but we give it a try. Let's park this guy here out of the way. Let's see if I can get this other semi unloaded here. And I'm going to take stock on how much we actually ended up harvesting here. We've got quite a bit of corn in the bins here. It looks like our bins are actually pretty near full, which is pretty cool. I'm going to shut this guy down right here. He's completely emptied out. We're going to take over for auto drive here in just a second. I'm hoping that this guy will fully unload on his own, though. Devin Volant, appreciate the kind words. I'm sure Livin is in the staff chat talking about the exposure level of my camera and how I need to adjust my lighting still. But I messed that all up here on Tuesday when I ended my stream abruptly. I had to take some stuff apart and clean it up, and I put the lights are on the wrong side. So my brighter light is on the off side of my face, which is a big no-no with the way that you light things typically, if I remember correctly. So we'll get that sorted out. Yeah, Jason, I had the loop counter. It was something I was trying to see if I could get it to work, because I didn't have the loop counter before, and that truck wasn't working right. So this guy we just put on deliver because he was stuck up at the field. A little blue. Yeah, there you go. That could just be the recover. I need to recover my color after not eating any food for 2 days. Let's see here. So we've got so much corn. Let's take a quick look here at our stats. Goodness. M&J's, well, we've run case on a few series now. Forward Ags just joining Discord. Welcome to the dark side, I guess. We have a lot of fun there. Farmer Tech 51, good to see you in the stream, bud. We ended up with 20,000 bushels of soybeans somehow, and 27, almost 28,000 bushels of corn. How do I have more bushels of corn than I have capacity? Oh, because there's an extra 0 here. Okay, so I can hold 256,000, but I have 27,000. That makes more sense. I can do math. It's good. Farmer Tech, I am feeling much better today, so hopefully that lasts. We had our first real meal as a family, and it was 3 days now, so that was a moment to be celebrated tonight. We were not all back to 100% yet. Let's see. I don't know why I'm going down this narrow path with the big semi-truck, but I wanted to get it out of the way here real quick, so I guess we're going to take the scenic route around here. And then part of what I was doing coming over here is M&J's. We did all of our soybean harvesting with Case this year, so we were running the big Case combines here, the 9250s, and we had the quad track out here originally on the grain cart, and so this was the nice 620 AFS Connect that came out. Awesome mod there. Let's get this going. Moritz Farm, it's good to see you in chat as always. Let's see here. We're gonna put these back on the back side of the bins here. Get them out of our way. Oh, we've left our pickup truck and fuel trailer sitting out there next to the field at some point. I don't know when we did that, but it's still out there. That's that nice newer model Chevy. Oh, it's on the other side of the stream here too. We should probably bring that back up to the farm. It's a nice Silverado here. We found this on Mod Network, I believe. And our trusty Millennial Farmer fuel trailer here. Love this Thunder Creek trailer. This was something Perma's Modding actually sent me, I believe, because he helped out with some of the logo work on it. Getter parks equipment worse than the Millennial Farmer does. Hey, I grew up on a farm in Minnesota. This is how we parked equipment, wherever you could find a spot for it. Now, I should probably back this trailer into this shed. We'll see how that goes. Gotta open the door first. M&J's New Holland. It's funny, we were talking about this a couple streams ago. New Holland is the one one equipment brand that I haven't really done a series on yet. And so I want to run a New Holland series here soon and do something with that. Oh, there you go. See, I'm talking about it, and Perma's Modding is giving the links to the trailer there. Oh, he's talking about the step deck with the tank. Yeah, that's also a Perma's Modding mod there. Yeah, run for your life. Kedrick's backing up here. I got the steering wheel now, though, so as long as I don't push too hard on the pedal, I can actually usually do this. Now, I'm in the weird backup mode. I usually do better if I actually leave myself in the right orientation. Hey, we do have manual attach on this series. Good deal. I've left it off of a couple of my series because there's a lot of equipment lately, especially custom modding stuff, surprisingly, that doesn't work with manual attach correctly, which is a little bit frustrating because I love using manual attach. Whoops. Camera's getting all kinds of out of whack. The other reason we gotta move these semis is because that's where I usually park my pickup trucks, is right up here by the shop. Boom. Oops, I guess we should shut this thing off. Alright, let's get this stuff all put up here. Get all these auto drive screens out of the way. Now, how do I turn off this? I don't want to see all that. We just need to disable edit mode. There we go. Let's get this going right over here. It's funny, somebody's giving me a hard time about parking. I'm pretty sure the Millennial Farmer parks all of his trucks right over here on this side of the bin as well. We do need to put some of these equipment away. Now, McKnight Gaming has just released a new 45-foot header trailer that I need to try out because I haven't put my bean head or my actual corn heads on any of these trailers yet because it's a pain to get them loaded onto anything. And so this trailer is just not quite the style that I like. I hate this articulated trailer with this giant header, and so I've got to get this one. McKnight just released it this afternoon on his Facebook page. I think he put a link in the Discord server as well, and so we need to get that going here on this server, or on this series. So let's take a look here. We've finished harvesting our corn here in field 10. Let's see what we got going on here. I think that's all of our fields harvested, which is a good times. Let's look here at our yield maps. I always forget to look at precision farming after a harvest. And so it's funny here. It looks like we're going to make, based on the soybean prices, I believe this was a soybean field, based on the prices at the time of harvest, we would have made $171,000 of profit. We'll make a lot more than that when we actually go to sell things. So It's always fascinating to me to see the yield maps and stuff here, though. But all of our fields are definitely turning a profit, which is kind of cool. But what we need to do here is look at our nitrogen maps. We're going to need to put down some nitrogen, which means we probably need to get some anhydrous equipment on this series. And our lime should be pretty good because we did all of that before the series. Scorpion's Edge, I might have more stuff than Millennial Farmer does at this point. Probably. Mostly because we haven't gotten rid of all of our loaner equipment for the series here. Now, the question I had is, I think we've got the plowing settings messed up on this save, so I don't think we have plowing turned on right now. But we might actually start off getting some tillage done here on our cornfields. Colt Daniels, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Just joined, Isaac. Am I done with harvest? Yeah, we just wrapped up harvest. And so I'm going to get doing a little bit of tillage work here, I think. I'm trying to look at the clock. We've been going for just over an hour. Billet, it was good to see you, man. Have a good one. Now, I wish I could have got the second camera going so that you guys could see the SIMDashboard screen here, but I'm going to jump in here and switch screens here and check out the tractor operation screen, I believe it was called in SIMDashboard, or what FSG named it. And it's got all the information about using a tractor with an implement, but it doesn't have GPS on it. So let's keep going here. I'm going to use one of his other screens maybe. I've got the guidance run page. That looks good. I've got all my GPS stuff on it here, so we're going to check that out. M&J's Elk Ranch, do I like New Holland in real life? I've never actually gotten a chance to drive any New Holland equipment. No, I take that back. I have driven a couple of pieces at a farm show one time, but that would have been a while back, so definitely something that I'd love to check out. And I'm planning... So I'm going to be going back to Minnesota here in the fall, and I know a lot of the local farmers have picked up New Holland equipment since I've been out there. I saw a lot of blue equipment when I was out there last, so I'm kind of curious to check that out and see, to get inside some New Holland equipment and see what it's all about. I know every manufacturer has kind of some of their unique things that they do that sets their equipment aside from some of the others. Plus, I mean, this thing just is awesome. I love that it's got the bogey wheels kind of raised up on the tracks like this. I'd love to check something like this out in real life and compare it to how something like a quad track or a 9RX rides. Yeah, when I grew up in Minnesota, southern Minnesota, John Deere was the thing you saw the most, and then there was a white dealer right down the road. So a lot of the smaller farms, you saw white tractors around and Gleaner combines, but then all the bigger farms were running John Deere stuff, and then you saw a couple of Case things, but not as common where I was at. All right, so we're gonna get this tillage going here. And I'm going to try and set up a GPS track here. So first thing is I'm going to turn GPS on. And then we're going to set a beeline. Set a beeline. I forgot to push it twice. We're going to go about 10 feet. We're going to hit it again. We're going to turn this on. And away we go. I think that's going to do my width. I'm not sure, but we'll see when we get to the end row here. Should be cool. The other thing that I like about the SIMDashboard is that I can turn off my HUD And I still get my degrees on the left side here, so I can see my actual that I'm going at 186 degrees on the compass here. So lots of cool stuff on this thing. Loving it. Permas modding, exactly. I believe this is the version that you did. Updates to. I was previously to this using a version that one of the staff members, I think Livin, probably helped me out with. But it's funny as, or not funny, I'm very appreciative of the fact that I have so many people always helping me out with mods and tweaks to things in the staff team and just members of the community, great modders like Forward Ag and Permas Modding that and McKnight Gaming. They're all hanging out in the streams and, you know, helping me out and tweaking mods and sending me stuff. It's just been an awesome experience. Catching up here on chat as well, just reading back up on a few messages. Juan, New Holland, and Massey are what you grew up on. Nice. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to I was hoping tonight actually to be doing a setup stream for American Life of Farming on the members server. Normally on Thursday nights I've been trying to stream with the members, or, you know, one of these nights. But my schedule's all out of whack, and the American Life of Farming mod hasn't come out on PC yet. And so next week, that's probably what we'll be streaming in the evening, is American Life of Farming. And so I'm really looking forward to that, and seeing what we're going to do there. I haven't quite decided yet, but I'm definitely going to be running a farm of some kind on that map. There we go. Getting used to using the SIMDashboard at some point. It's not Midnight Gaming. I just need to speak clearer. It's McKnight Gaming. Let me actually see if I can toss a link in the description here, because he's got some cool mods that he's released that I've used in a few of my series. And I realize game sound is going away real quick here while I'm alt-tabbed out. And so if you look here, it is a Facebook group that he uses to launch all of his stuff. But he's also a very active member of the Discord server. And I forgot to set GPS while we were alt-tabbed and looking at Facebook. So there you go. We are all kinds of not on our GPS track here. Plus, I should probably have been skipping rows anyway. So, whoops. We'll just clean this mess up and then get back onto how we're supposed to be doing it. My goodness. This is what happens when you chat and drive. The one thing I don't like about this mod is how slow it sets back down into the ground. It's a little bit of a struggle sometimes. But I'm really loving this tractor and tillage tool combination. As funny as one of the things that pushed me into starting this series up again was when this Mandako Storm tool came out on the in-game mod hub. And Millennial Farmer happened to get a new version of this in his series. And then we have the 9R here with the wheels, the wheeled version of the 9R that I hadn't had a chance to use in a series, really. And so everything all just kind of came together and let us kind of do this. So, yeah, Permas, it's one of those things, like, that's something I know how to do. But I think about it now in the middle of a stream. And then by the time I get done streaming tonight, I'm going to just be tired and want to go upstairs and hang out with the wife, and I'll forget to do it before the next stream. Alright, guidance steering, lower the implement, start driving. It'd also help if I probably just slowed down on my end rows a little bit and drove a little bit more like I would in real life. Oh, goodness. So, this series has been fun. We're running out of daylight, though. I'm curious how long until that sun sets down and it's a little bit harder to see. I guess there's no reason for my HUD to actually be off. We turn that off to make a point, and Now we can pop it back on so I can actually make sure that GPS is enabled. But one thing I did want to share, so we are standing up American Life of Farming here as our next multiplayer server. We're also running Marksville and Midtown as other servers. And then I'm looking at the new map that Camille Mapping just came out with, Peace River, I believe it's called. And that's a giant map, bigger than a 16x map. I haven't looked into the exact details there yet, but it's supposed to be just ginormous. And so I can't wait to check that map out, and it promises to be set up really well for multiplayer. And so it'll be fun to try out a bigger map on the multiplayer server. I know it's got fields that are greater than 600 acres, which by farm sim standards is just ginormous. And so I can't wait to set that up and see if I can trick some of the members into joining in on that farm. We'll be able to run, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 combines even in a field at the same time and knock out some acres. That might make for some fun live streams for sure. So if you're interested in becoming a member and joining in on the multiplayer stream experience, there is a join button in the description or below the video here where you can do that. All the members are welcome to join the multiplayer streams and partake on the multiplayer servers. M&J's Elk Ranch, appreciate it, man. We'll be doing a lot more video content here in the coming days. We got kind of out of sync on all of that with all of the travel going on the last couple of weeks, but I'm excited to get back into that here. And so we should get a video out sometime midday tomorrow. I got to get back up and ahead on things again so that they're coming out in the mornings again, my time, but should happen in the next few days. We've got a lot of work to do on Mercer County coming up here, so. It's the Van Riesens in Minnesota. It's good to see you, sir. Sirs, probably. Glad you were able to catch part of the stream. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. I just love the lighting here at the sunset time. Get the nice warm glow on the 9R here as we knock out some tillage. Yeah, M&J's, the streams have been interesting for me. It's a learning experience. I'll say it that way. Something I'm still learning a little bit about. Oh my goodness. Appreciate that there, Patrick, becoming a member. Hit me up on Discord if you're interested in joining in on the multiplayer experience. If you're a member of the Discord server, just shoot me a DM. We'll get you set up with everything you need. If you're not already a member of the Discord server, the link is in the description of the video. And as always, I appreciate the support. It means a lot. We are way out in the grass here for some reason. And we're not actually tilling anything. There we go. I don't know what's going on. Something's not catching the tillage here in a few places, though. It's very interesting. Something's always up on this map for me for some reason. Either way, we'll get there. So we're going to wrap up the tillage in this field pretty quick, I think. This piece of equipment has been treating us well. I like that it's decent width too. I forget how wide this is. Let's pull this up. 41.48. I think that's probably supposed to be 42 feet. Patrick, you've been on Discord for a while. Would like to do some multiplayer stuff. Well, welcome to the members. We'll get you set up with the supporter role on the Discord server here right after the live stream if you shoot me a DM. Monster Snakes, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we've got a solid group of people that are playing on the multiplayer servers at this point, so it's always exciting. M&J's, when is the stream going to end? I usually run for about 2 hours. I think we're a little over an hour in. Andrew, yeah, the multiplayer servers right now are all PC because you can't run a dedicated server for console as far as I know. However, in July, I will be running a multiplayer live stream on console. I have a little bit of setting up to do for that still. Streaming from console's a little bit different than streaming from PC, but I definitely want to give it a shot, so I'll be making some announcements on the community page on the YouTube channel, on Discord, and on Facebook as I get closer to doing that. And hopefully we'll get enough people to fill up a console multiplayer game when I do that. I think it'd be a lot of fun. We're gonna run this bush right over. And so if you're interested in that and you're a console user, definitely stay tuned for that. Sorry, I'm looking at my SIMDashboard here, trying to figure out if I can actually get GPS to do what I need to do. It looks like I can. Awesome. Delia, you'd love to do MP, but never seem to find the right time to join any. Yeah, that's what's been nice about the community servers that we've been running for the members is that there's a good, I don't know, I want to say 6 or 8 people that are really active all of the time on the servers. And depending on the server, several people have joined up to farm on one farm together. And then on some of the farmers, people are just running their own farms on the multiplayer server, but people have been helping each other out. You know, it's, I don't have time to get on tonight. Can someone help me feed my cows kind of stuff going on, which is always exciting. In fact, I've even volunteered to be the cow feeder for a few people when they're gone on vacation. Oh goodness, we're gonna hit that tree. We gotta turn the right way. Here we go. And guidance steering. Good time. And then we've got some people like Mr. Randy Pebler who are just helping out. They don't want to run their own farm. They just like to hop on and do work for whoever needs some help. Helper P definitely gets more requests for assistance than Helper K. Everybody's seen my driving on live streams. They are in my videos. They don't want me running over their crops. We leave crop destruction on most of the servers, I think. Tucker32, welcome to the stream, man. Helper P. Yeah, I'm curious how long it's going to take. I think Courseplay is going to be doing the tillage over here in Field 10. I don't think I've got the patience to do that one manually. M&J's Elk Ranch, how do you play? I'm not sure what you're asking. If you mean on the multiplayer servers, you just have to have a PC. And then for multiplayer, for a dedicated server, you just need access to the server. It's all done through the Giants multiplayer services, so you just have to have the server name and the password, and you download all the mods and hop on and play with other people. You can have up to 8 different farms in multiplayer on Farm Sim, I believe. So we actually ran out of farms on the Marksville server at one point. We had so many active players. I think a few people have switched servers at this point. It's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to getting back into multiplayer and actually having a farm on one of the servers. And American Life of Farming looks like it's going to be a really fun map. I really hope it comes out this week. Yeah, unfortunately, console players, the only way I know to play multiplayer is to host directly and have people join you in that moment. Like, you have to have your console running in order to run a multiplayer server. Unfortunate that there is no dedicated servers for console players at this point. PC. There you go. That's a good good nickname. I'm sure that doesn't ever get confusing. Alright, let's see if GPS is going to pick this back up. It looks like it is. Good deal. The other thing I've been working on behind the scenes is some stream graphics and stuff. Also, some effects for the videos. Get some... do a little bit better job with things like the blooper reels at the end of the videos. So a lot of people don't know or are new to the channel and don't stick around to the end of the video, but I've been doing blooper reels at the end of all of my videos for, gosh, you know, the last month or two now, I think. And that seems to be a big hit with a lot of people. So, you know, I think in the video, you know, I always try to be pretty serious, but you know, when it comes down to it, you know, everybody makes mistakes and goofs off a little bit, and so it's always fun to capture those moments at the end of a video. You used to run tech support company called Patrick's Computing. There you go. That is, oh, awesome. Play on the name there. You could do a lot of cool things with your logo and stuff too then. Yeah, Ark and Battlefield. There's a few games that you can have. Well, not your own hosted dedicated servers, I guess. Yeah, that is interesting. Ark is an interesting one. I actually started playing Ark for the first time a couple months back with a buddy, and we both just started playing it. And that game is game's interesting. I'm surprised so many people are still playing it all these years later. Definitely wouldn't play on a public server, though. That game is something else. That is a play on a private server with friends or rage quit type game. Alright, I think we're gonna clean this little thing up and zip back around. Yeah, M&J's Elk Ranch. I'm gonna have an older equipment series coming soon, I think. It's been a little while since we've done one of those. And so we kind of went down that path in our Susquehanna River Valley map, but I ran into so many problems on that map just from a performance perspective that I think we're going to pick up something else next time with some older equipment and see what we can do. Yeah, Randy Pepler, I know you and Godly Devil both love to check out the end of the videos. I think you two almost always comment on the stupid things that I managed to do in a video, so it's turned into something fun for me to do, mostly because I know there's a few of you out there that are really enjoying the bloopers. Alright, let's see here. Guidance. Oops. Drop. Go. Yeah, so we started out, it's funny, we started playing Ark a couple months ago, and we jumped on a public server, PvE, and the server had been alive for like 3 years. There was literally nowhere you could go that somebody hadn't built. And I was like, that's it, I'm starting a new server. Dug a old server out and set it up in the utility room and figured out how to stand up a new server. And then my 4-year-old has recently, I've started letting him play Minecraft. And so I set up a Minecraft server for him and I to play on this week while we were all sick and laying around, and got that up and running here the last couple of days. And so I'm going to try and get him into playing his first serious video game here with Minecraft. So that should be kind of fun. Bow Hunter, good night. It's good to see you as always. Looking forward to doing some farming with you here soon on the multiplayer servers. We are almost done with this field. We've got one more pass up here on the tillage. And then we're gonna get done. I guess I should probably have my work lights on. Make life a little bit easier. Actually, could probably go in cab here and do a little bit of driving maybe. It always feels like a mistake when I do it. Get this lowered back down here. Yeah, Keaton, I'm gonna be playing the PC version of American Life of Farming when it comes out. We're gonna host it on one of the multiplayer servers, so get this going. Van Riesens, I always love catching up with the Van Riesens because I never know which one is watching and commenting. So the younger Van Riesens already said goodnight for the night. So welcome, Van Riesen Sr. It's good to see you, sir. Always appreciate when the fam joins the stream. And hopefully it's a wonderful night for sitting out on the porch with the wife. I know after I'm done with the stream here, I'm going to be heading upstairs and hopefully sitting on the couch with the wife. It'll be a little dark to sit out on the porch, I think. The mosquitoes are gotten a little bit bad here. We've had some wet weather here compared to some of the Midwest. Patrick, you and I need to have a chat on Discord at some point because I used to work in a near field there. I was a chief technology officer for several software companies now. But I used to work for a company that we did medical, how do I want to say it? We used to do preventative and corrective maintenance software for hospitals, but we built a system to interact with EHR quite a bit, so lots of experience with some of that stuff. Always good times. It's interesting because it's an industry that's been forced to digitize, where a lot of companies and places either have gotten on the technology bandwagon because it's the right thing to do, or they just want to get ahead. Where the medical industry, I think they'd still be using pen and paper if they could, unless they were forced to kind of get with the times. I know our software was mandated that people had to use a form of electronic software for what we do, so it's always fun times. Senior. No, I meant in a respectful way, not a not any offense there. Yeah, permas. I think we started off and left everything on the default painful settings and then realized that default server settings were even worse than public server settings for some things. All right, we've got headlands on the far end of the field here left to clean up. We're almost there. Yeah, it's funny. I forget what I was doing. My oldest, my teenager, just became an Eagle Scout here a few weeks back, and it's one of those moments where you're proud that he went through all the work and the process for that. But you show up at these events and there's all these teenagers, and they're like, they call me sir, and I'm like, I'm not old enough to be called sir, but it's like, well, when I was their age, that was how I was raised. You call anybody older than you, sir. You show a little bit of respect, and so it's always interesting. But you know, I feel like I'm still young at heart, at least. But definitely a lot more gray coming in on the sides of the head here now than any other color. So I guess I just need to accept that I'm getting into being referred to as a more senior person now. Last little patch of this field, we're almost done. We're almost done with this tillage. Good deal. We got it all done here. We're gonna fold this thing up, and I always forget that there's actually a field entrance right here on the back side of this. We've got one more little field here that we need to technically do tillage on. Yeah, I'm a middle-aged person. Oh, I can't believe I hit the spout on the combine there. My bad. Exactly, Cecil. Don't call me sir, I work for a living. Well, it's funny, and my dad, you know, I grew up, my dad was active duty in the Army, so, you know, you have a different outlook on things from that kind of an upbringing as well. Patrick, you grew up on your uncle's farm in Vermont. Yeah, it's funny, is like, I always told myself, and I haven't followed through on it yet, so I need to figure that out this summer, but spending my teenage years working on a farm and, you know, being out in the heat and, you know, just working for a living, you know, for lack of a better way to put it, you know, I feel like it really taught me a lot, and, you know, made me appreciate, you know, a hard day of physical labor makes you really appreciate some things in life. And I always told myself if I ever had kids that I'd force them to spend at least one summer working on a farm. And I haven't followed through with that on my teenager yet. I think he would benefit greatly from a summer hard work. So I've got a year and a half here before he goes to college to figure that out. Because that was what got me motivated to actually go to college and you know, work hard and get good grades and, you know, get into technology was, you know, and I don't have anything against farming. In fact, I love farming, but man, you spend enough days in a you know, shoveling soybeans out of a bin when it's 130 degrees inside that bin. Oof, you know, or a day picking rock or, you know, baling hay. Like, that's a lot of hard work. And so, you know, it motivated me when I started going to college and getting into, you know, my other passion, which is technology and computers and things, to, you know, really put some effort in there, and, you know, didn't want to be spending, you know, the rest of my life outside in 100-degree heat, you know, working my butt off. I wanted to, you know, do something a little bit different, but, you know, a lot of respect for people who can manage to do that. And it's funny, now that I'm older, I want to, all I want is to actually, you know, retire and go back to working on the farm. It's kind of a weird reversal, but that's my retirement dream, is to get a small farm and, you know, a few hundred acres, you know, 400, 500, 600 acres, and just farm for a living, you know, after I retire. That would be, that'd be my dream. It's Home Phone back in the chat. It's good to see you as always, sir. Yeah, Renegade, we were talking about that. You were here last stream on Millennial Farmer. I've got to get the crash counter going. I started looking into it. I think I know how to do it with Stream Element Overlay. I think I know how to get it to keep track of my counter now. And so we're going to get a crash counter going where it's an actual overlay on the stream here soon. Farmer Tech, good night. Appreciate you coming to the stream as always. Yeah, Sphinx, I can't get used to the heat. Like, I mean, it would get hot in Minnesota. You'd constantly have, 80 plus degree, summer days, but I'm just not I am not a heat kind of a guy. Yeah, Patrick, you used to have to hire a person to milk the cows so you could take a vacation. And the problem is, all the farmers I know, like, finding somebody you trust to do that while you're gone is a big deal. And it's not, there's a lot at risk if they mess that up. Like, messing things up with, something like milking for a week, can really do a lot of damage to your farm for the long haul. The no crops were harmed in the making of this live stream is coming too. I've actually got that graphic worked out. Now we just need to get a stream event for that as well. I can't wait. I'm excited. I got so many cool things coming here for live streams soon. It's always exciting for me to see regulars in the chat. You guys are really what kind of keep me going here on the live streams, getting to hang out and spend time with people who I recognize, and we can start to have some of these conversations and build a rapport. It's been awesome. The dorms at Eastern would change that. Probably true. I was lucky enough. I went to a commuter college, so I got to stay at home and drive to college every day. So all the luxuries of being at home and getting a decent education. I also did it weird. I started college at 16 and then moved across the country to a different college when I turned 18 and kind of wrapped up a 4-year degree in a little under 3 years. I got 2 degrees actually in 3.5 years, so it was a lot of fun. Van Riesens. Well, it's funny is I mess up names more often than I get them right, so I'm always happy when I can get one right for a change. Oh, let's not put it in the drink. I've done that in real life with a combine one time. That was a bad night. I backed right into an irrigation ditch about this size. That was not a lot of fun to get back out. The only one dorm building at Eastern has AC. Everything else was yeah, I would not have handled that. I knew a bunch of people up at, what's the college up in the UP called? Tech? Michigan Tech? I can't remember now. But they would send me pictures, because I used to run a college recruiting program at the company I worked for, so we were always recruiting software co-ops, software engineers as in our co-op program. And so I'd go to all the colleges in Michigan, and all the guys from Tech would show me pictures of them like exiting from the second story because of how much snow they got that winter. But that's where I developed my love for Michigan over state, is that all the Michigan co-ops seem to come in and be good. Yeah, Michigan Tech and Marquette. There you go. Bold Walnut, good to see you. Have a good night. Appreciate you coming out to the stream. Yeah, there was 1 year that I did 250 interviews in 6 months. I was doing 2 or 3 a day most days. It was crazy. I do not miss those days. Yeah, it's funny, I knew a few people that went to Sault Ste. Marie. I'm trying to remember now what they went for, but that was one college I never hired anyone from. Nate, have a good night, sir. Good to see you in the stream. Oh, goodness. It's been a while since we streamed. It feels good, but getting back into the swing of things, and this tillage tool keeps missing spots. What are we doing? I guess this field's got some bumps here, but I'm gonna have to like come back and clean that up at some point here. We turned the wrong way. Whoops. Trying to avoid putting it in the drink. Alright, let's see here. We always got to straighten the wheel out before we put guidance steering back on. Otherwise, it gets disabled by turning back so much. Alright, we're almost, we're almost a third of the way done with this field? I can't even, see, we don't have the right thing here. We are. Good times. Yeah, the interviews, it's funny, I loved working with new engineers when I was doing the software development stuff. It was always fun to work with somebody who hadn't built a lot of bad habits, wasn't old and bitter like me, and so I always liked working with younger people fresh out of college. It was a lot of fun, but it was also a lot of work, and there were days where it was just, it just got to be too much. It was just like, how did you graduate college? You don't know anything. I don't understand. And yeah, the interviews would start to flow together. You really had to get a system down of writing notes. Like I would always, you know, I'm a very digital guy. I hate using paper for things in my personal life. But for, you know, like doing interviews with people, it's nice to have their resume printed out and actually write on a resume when you're doing the interview. That way, after the fact, you've got all your notes right there, and you can see where you were at in the interview process, talking about their experience or something based on where I wrote the note on the piece of paper. It was a really great mechanism for me to keep track of things. It was a lot of fun. But now, we've been working on our own software projects behind the scenes. One of the things that I missed doing is I spent so much time in management that I wasn't allowed to, or didn't get the opportunity, I should probably say, to actually write code myself for a long time. So we're getting back into that now, working on some personal projects behind the scenes. Every school kid's dream when they go to college to become a computer programmer is to write their own video game. So I've been working on that with a couple of buddies of mine. We've been working on a couple of ideas. So maybe at some point you'll see a. It probably won't be called Keddert Games, but there'll be something with my thumbprint on it that comes out and gets released. I'm sure I'll talk about it in my social media everywhere once I pull that off. Mostly just because it's on my bucket list of things I've always wanted to do in life, is write my own video game. So even if it's a horrible, crappy game, it'll be something that I did, and I'll be proud of it. So we'll see. Hopefully by the end of this year we'll have something cooking. Everybody went to the same 3 or 4 colleges. Yeah, that's how it was when I was in Minnesota. Almost everybody went to the same couple local-ish colleges, so. Justin Young, welcome to the stream. Jay Griffin, the John Deere hat is in need of a wash, desperately. So it is currently sitting upstairs waiting to get washed, but I brought it down here and it was just like, I'm not wearing this. This is not gonna be on stream. The Kedderk's version of Zork. I actually did a text-based game back in the day. I started writing code when I was 7 years old. We had a Commodore 64. Wrote a bunch of code in BASIC. Used to get the magazines every month, and they'd have code in the back of the magazine that you could punch in. So that was my first programming language. And then we got a 386 at some point with Windows 3.1 on it, and that was where things kind of took off for me from a interest in getting into computers for a living perspective. But all my early gaming experience was on a Commodore 64. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. In fact, one of my favorite games of all time, still to this day, was Commodore 64. VRs, what are my kids' initials combined? That's an interesting one. Because my kids have so many different names, so I'll sidebar for a moment, getting into too much information about my personal life and family for anybody to care about, but I got married, remarried about 5 years ago, so I have a stepson who does not share my last name. And my wife and stepson are from Belarus. And so my oldest's name is Ivan, and my youngest's is Maximilian. And so we had to pick a name that worked both in the States as well as worked well using the Cyrillic alphabet, Russian language. They former USSR country, Belarus, so they're their actual native language, Belarusian, was kind of exiled for a period of time, so everybody speaks Russian over there still. Very interesting cultural differences from time to time, and so especially with the names, like they don't even have characters to spell my name. There is no concept of a J in their language, so it's been kind of interesting. Have I ever heard of Northwestern College of Orange City? I'm not sure I have. I'm trying to think. I mean, I know of Orange City in Iowa. I'm just not sure if I've ever known anybody that went there. Jack Adams, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're all over the place in this tillage for this field. First we were doing strips, now we're doing headlands, now we're doing strips again. We don't even know what we're doing. We're talking to chat. Tim, exactly. Scorpion's dating himself. I actually had fun experiences with DOS back in the day as well. Yeah, exactly, Perma. I'm talking about the A-Team with Trey, and he said it was over 2 years before he was born. I was like 10 when it came out. Exactly. Used to watch the A-Team all the time. That's funny, Patrick. That was actually my senior design project. I designed my own computer chip, or not computer chip, but chip that had like one of those 8-bit LED displays, or not 8-bit, but the little LED display on it that showed characters. And we wrote a chess AI on the chip, and then had it display on the characters what the next move is. So you would punch a move in, and then it would display what the computer's alternate move was. And that was my computer science senior project, was making a chess AI on my own embedded chip, burning it all to the chip, soldering it to a circuit board, and had my own standalone physical chess AI that I wrote the code for in machine language, actually. Put it on a computer chip and, wired it all up to my own board. It was a lot of fun. Learned a lot of different things about it. Computer design and just how everything works together. Was never very good at soldering though, so we ruined a couple of chips. Punch cards and COBOL. There you go, Tim. I never had to use COBOL. I managed to miss that language. Yeah, Justin, I got it was literally 30 seconds after stream, and I was very unwell for 2 full days, so I did not eat solid food for 2 days, but I'm feeling good now, so appreciate it. A machine language for blockchain virtual machines. Nice. Yeah, it's funny. Either government, you either work for the government or the big three automotive companies if you're writing COBOL. In fact, I know for a fact Ford and GM both still have old COBOL systems that they're running, which is crazy to me. There's an mod for the A-Team van that's out there. Oh, I need the A-Team van in Farm Sim. I don't know why, but that would be awesome. Colt, thanks for coming to the stream. We'll catch you later. Appreciate it, Scorpion. That'd be awesome. Yeah, Tim, it's funny, is COBOL is one of those in-demand programming languages. It's crazy to me. Nationwide insurance for COBOL, yeah. Yeah, it's funny. So many of these big companies still use it to run their, you know, big back-end systems, and it's one of those, like, everybody's too afraid to touch anything because it'll break. The banks, oh man, I did some contract work for a bank for a while, and did some consulting, and the systems they use behind the scenes scared me. I'm gonna turn into one of those people that puts all their money in a box in the basement because the technology that's being used by these big companies to supposedly keep my assets safe and secure is scary. Well, there you go. The Navy, and it's funny, I've known so many people that learned so many cool things working for the Navy. That was my dad, actually. He was active duty in the Army when I was growing up, and then they did the downsizing thing, and as part of that, he not only got out of the Army with a bit of a bonus, but they had a great incentive to send you to a VOTEC school, so it was really cool to see, you know, the Army taking care of people like that, and he got an education out of it. Oh my goodness. Road Warrior 13 with the $50 super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Really kind of you. Don't know what to say. That's awesome. It's good to see you again. I know you've been active in comments and streams in the past. Really appreciate the donation, sir. Now I'm all distracted. I don't even know what I was talking about. My goodness, too kind. Where are we even going? We're on the last pass of this side. Have I stripped both sides of this thing? Now I can buy the webcam. Yes, exactly. Replace the webcam the 4-year-old totaled earlier today. That is actually probably what I'm gonna do with that. Can I ban Alex? I have no idea what that means, but let's see here. Oh, I've still got a little bit left to go up here. So we're gonna try and jump back into our GPS track. I just don't want to get into the closer one. I think it's right here. There we go. Goodness. Yeah, it's funny. I just got the tablet here, so I can do this SIMDashboard thing. I feel bad that I can't be showing it off here in the stream like I thought I was going to be able to. But that was Amazon Prime had some crazy sales on stuff here, and it was, you know, pretty awesome. So I managed to pick this tablet up for like over $100 off of what it usually costs. So always on the lookout for good deals when Amazon's doing its thing. What map are we on, Road Warrior? This is the Minnesota Millennial Farmer map. We played on this map a lot when it first came out, and the Members Paradise team put a lot of effort into re-releasing this map, and they made some awesome changes to it. And so I've been meaning to come back to it for a while, and so this is, I don't know, I think this is the 10th episode on this map. But we've been mostly live streaming this map. And so I started live streaming on it, excuse me. I started live streaming on it because we had so much field work to do on big fields like Field 3 here that I would normally do off camera. And so I was like, oh, we'll just live stream the off-camera work and use it as an opportunity to chat with folks. And then it turns out that I think I just want to do live stream series where, you know, all the episodes are part of the live stream, because too many people felt like they were missing out when I would do a video and then do a live stream and then do a video. And so I think moving forward is that I'm going to just do, you know, series where I live stream everything in the series, and then do other series where I keep it to videos, most likely. We'll see how it goes. But this has been probably my favorite map for Farm Sim 19, just because it feels a lot like the area I used to farm in Minnesota, and it's an area that I've spent a lot of time in personally, up in the Starbuck Lowry area, because I have family that's from that area, so it's always good times. Van Reasons, it's always good to have you in the stream. Have a good evening, sir. We will talk to you soon, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't, Justin, I have no ability to scroll back up and chat from where I'm at. Unfortunately, things just flow by, so if I miss a comment, I miss a comment. Patrick, I agree, the videos work a little bit better for the role-playing. In fact, I've got some ideas on how to... I use the word role-play lightly, but I want to do a little bit more serious of a... not season. What's a series? There we go. Words are hard, I apologize. I've got some ideas on how I want to do that and kind of up the realism a little bit. And so we're going to try something out here in the next week or two. I'm waiting for... There's 2 maps coming out soon, and I don't know which one's going to hit first. But whenever one of these 2 new maps comes out, I'm not going to say what they are, but I'm going to do a series on those, and we're going to step up the realism. So, Justin, have a good one. We'll catch you later. Road Warrior, I agree. This is a great map. Great on PC. I can't imagine playing it on console, actually. Some of the fields are too big. But I'm loving this 9R. This is just a sweet-looking tractor. And the lights on it are doing justice here. I usually try not to farm so late in the day because it gets a little bit hard to see on stream in my experience. But we're going to keep going here and see if I can finish out part of this field. I'm trying to find my clock. My tablet is in front of where my clock usually is, so I don't actually see how long the stream's been running. It looks like we're coming right up on 2 hours here. And so that's usually a good time to start wrapping things up, but I think we can at least finish this field. We've only got a couple of rounds left. DFF, good to see you in stream as always. Lancy Boy's map is definitely going to get stream attention, but we're going to do that on the multiplayer server. I am looking forward to that. I can't wait. So that probably won't be the super realistic one, just because I am going to be doing that with the members on the multiplayer server. but we're going to be trying to stream that one. We might even try and stream that one both nights of the week when we're getting started out next week. So it sounds like it should be out next week. So hopefully next week, Tuesday in the evening, I'll be streaming on American Life of Farming. And that's going to be fun because I know a bunch of the members want to play on that server, and several of the staff team wants to play on that server. So we're going to be having a few different farms going over there, I think. So what I like about playing on the multiplayer server is being out in a field doing field work and looking over into the field next to you and seeing somebody else out there working the field. Should be a blast. Yeah, I know Nagi's waiting. I know there's 5 or 6 people I know are just ready to jump over onto that server. Here, Burger, good to see ya. SIMDashboard has been awesome. I love that I can edit stuff on here and move things around. Although I have to say, Farm Sim Guy did such a great job on the screens that he put together that at least so far I haven't found the need to make any modifications to his screens. I'm really liking them. And I'm getting used to using it now. It's actually making a great difference in my playstyle, so. Jonathan, it's funny how many people don't realize that even though they watch on a regular basis, they haven't subbed to the channel yet. In fact, I'll throw out a stat. Less than half of the people that watch the channel regularly are actually subscribed. So it's always funny for me to see how many people don't hit the subscribe button, but I appreciate you. The text labels from Unit Convert were necessary. I missed your previous message. You're pulling them back. Oh, I can't read fast enough. FSG for the win on SIMDashboard? Absolutely. He's done an amazing job here. SIMDashboard also has a mechanism for converting units. I just haven't looked into that yet. Road Warrior, I am right there with you. Like, I'm excited about a lot of things. There's a few mods actually coming for FS19 still that I'm legit like really excited for. I can't wait for them to come out. But we've had this game longer than other farm sims. I am ready for FS22. Oh, is FSG going to be on the Farm Sim show tomorrow? I've been out of the loop this week, but I've definitely been pinging DJ and Clutch about that since I was on there. I've been telling them they need to get FSG on the Farm Sim show, so I can't wait to see that one tomorrow. That'll be awesome. Jesse, howdy, how are you doing? I'm doing great over here. It's been an awesome stream. We're wrapping up our last field of tillage here for the night, but we've got just a little bit to go. Well, I definitely know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow at 3 o'clock then. I think that's usually when the Farm Sim show is on. I'm going to have to get on and see if I can manage to heckle FSG just a little bit, get a rise out of him. He's a funny guy. Been playing a production map with 300 items to produce. So I used to play in FS17. I played on a multiplayer server that had some production elements to it, and it always felt so overwhelming to me, and it kind of turned me off to production in general. I think that's why I don't do it much in FS19, but I should at some point probably try that out again. Q-Boy Productions, my favorite tractor mod is definitely the 8RX by Sid Modding. I love how that tractor looks. I would love to see Autumn Oaks come out soon. I know Dennis Farms has been working on a revamp of that with his enhanced animal stuff. That would be a cool map to do some realism on. Exactly, Scorpion's Edge. I mean, it's not every day that you get to see, what's his name? Stratham, his home persona. Ask him about iRacing. I actually watched his iRacing video. I thought it was pretty fun. I've got the steering wheel, force feedback steering wheel and all that set up. I probably need to get on there and check it out. That'd be fun. FSG and I could have a race. I'm sure he would do way better than me. I've always been horrible at racing games. I'd have to get him in there into something like the new ATS. Doesn't ATS have native multiplayer support coming out soon? We could do a spin-off series, FSG and I. I'll do a episode with him racing, and he can beat my pants off there, and then we can jump into ATS, and I can outdrive a semi. Demo Derby. Demo Derby I'd probably be decent at. We need crash counters. That would be fun. I think he's probably the better driver than I am. But see, I would require, if we're playing ATS, that he's got to use a transmission. He's got to put everything on the H shifter, you know, realistic settings. That would be my requirement for a competition. I'm gonna have to talk to him about this. This sounds like a fun idea. Hit him up while he's not very good. That's what you really need, is a stream integration deal, so that every time somebody donates, like something happens to the other driver or something like that, so you guys can donate $1 to make somebody's car spin out or something like that. I'm waiting for games to start implementing some fun features like that, where it's like competitive streamer games, where the audience gets to influence the game in some way. That would be a lot of fun. But you want to make it like, you know, you don't want to make it where you're having to throw big dollars around. I think that would detract from things, but, you know, put some incentive in there. It'd be kind of funny. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and get a second pass here. I'm missing some. J-Hen Channel, it's always good to see you, man. Road Warrior, I would love to do a role play with Squad and that crew. I don't watch a lot of their stuff. You know, it's funny, I find their non-farming videos kind of, you know, not my thing, but I have a lot of respect for what they do, and I've always wanted to hang out with those guys. And actually, I watch Grant's real-life farming videos, and he is just a smart guy. I would love to get a chance to talk to him some about, you know, real farming, real world stuff. That guy has made some really smart business decisions. The fact that he's running his own software company behind the scenes, as well as doing all this farming and YouTube stuff. He's somebody that I really want to get to know at some point. Spy Hunter style, exactly. Now there you go. That's how I know Scorpion's Edge and I are in the same age bracket. Spy Hunter, one of my favorite games from back in the day. Now I'm gonna have the theme song for that playing in my head. One of the catchiest video game songs ever going. A great charity stream idea. Exactly, Scorpion's Edge. That's a great idea. I'm gonna have to think this through. I'm actually, it's funny, I'm trying to get out to the UK at some point later this summer, My sister-in-law is out there right now, and my wife really wants to go out there. And so FSG and I have actually had a few offline calls. We've been talking, and I'm going to try and get out there and meet him in person if I can get out to the UK this summer. So he and I might need to figure out how to do some kind of charity stream or something like that. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something. We're both kind of neck and neck from a subscriber perspective. Maybe we'll do a cool charity stream, race to 20K subs or something like that. That'd be something fun, just to mix it up. I'll have to send him a message tomorrow and get some ideas going, but I like it. Cool, Ham, you're coming in towards the end of the stream. We're still going, but we've got just the headland pass here that I'm making a mess out of. Yeah, I would love to actually get out there and learn something about the farming methodology out in the UK as well. You know, maybe be fun to do a small stream on that after I learn something about it. A lot of the series and what I do in Farm Sim, you know, is based on my real world experience. And so one of the things, you know, reasons that I'm doing a lot of travel this year, excuse me, is to learn about farming in different parts of the country. So I've already got plans to go out and visit some of the channel members that are in Ohio here later this summer. And then we'll be going out and visiting some farms in Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and South Dakota, it looks like. So I'm gonna have a fun-filled late summer, early fall, it looks like. Scorpion's Edge, exactly. I'm gonna bring a photo of our favorite movie star and then make him sign it. It's gonna be awesome. John Deere Farms, you want to see the Mac Anthem from Custom Modding? I don't think I have that mod on this particular save. Justin Risinger, that's a great movie. No need to apologize for hanging out with the wife, for sure. In fact, that's what I'm going to be doing right after the stream here. Hopefully. In fact, I think she said she needs me to give her a hand with some of her homework. She's taking night classes for college right now. She's in a class, and she needs some help figuring something out with Git or GitHub or something. I'm like, I don't know. I haven't programmed in so many years. I'm gonna have to really dust off the cobwebs, or clean out the cobwebs here, to remember how to do some of these things. So, Patrick, I did a couple episodes on the electric tractor thing, and I want to do a series where I use nothing but the electric tractor. I found a pull-behind harvester that'll work with the electric tractor horsepower, the whole 9 yards. I want to do an electric tractor series. So before FS22 comes out, I'm going back to that, and we're going to do it. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to be pinging you, DFF. I think I want to see if I can get a behind-the-scenes factory tour or something. See, I'm pulling in every favor I can for my real-life farming tour, we're going to call it, here this fall. My wife said I can take 2 full weeks and leave her home and go visit farms, so we're going to make it happen. Alright, I've got 2 little missed bits over here I need to pick up, and then I think we're done with this field. Yeah, it's interesting, JN Channel, a few different parts around have been having some really severe weather. Scorpion's Edge, you only use the electric tractor for pulling header trailers? Yeah, I had a power flicker right as the stream was getting started, so my lights were off and my mic went out and was muted. It was a disaster. The whole first 5 minutes of the stream is me in the dark talking to myself. It was quite epic. So the trade-off with my wife is that she's taking a vacation with her sister and some girlfriends without me, leaving me with the kids. So the trade-off was that I get to go on a farm tour. So that's the kind of relationship we have. She goes on a real vacation and does cool things, and I go visit farms, which is way cooler. Yes, this is the Mandinko Storm that I'm using. It was originally just released on the in-game mod hub as the Storm. And then, well, Permas and one of my staff members, we kind of tweaked some things up and made it a little bit more Americanized. So this is Perma's edit to it that adds the Mandinko stickers. It changes the tires up a little bit, I believe. It moves the location of the triangle. Just does some things to make it a little bit more Americanized, and so I love it. Great mod, one of my favorite tillage tools. Justin, exactly. Could there be a better vacation than visiting farms? I can't think of one. I'm absolutely looking forward to it. She thinks I'm crazy, so we're gonna have fun. DFF midnights? Pfft, I stay up late anyway. All right, so we've got all of our harvest done. We got most of our tillage done, and we are running well over our 2 hours that I try to keep myself in, so. And yeah, the members, I think I sent a picture to the members. I was on vacation, we went to a beach, and they had 2 John Deere tractors with these machines that they were using to churn up all of the seaweeds on the edge of the beach. And so everybody's on the beach, you know, enjoying the wonderful weather and doing that. And here I am taking pictures of tractors, you know, in the yucky part of the beach where all the seaweed is. My wife was she just shook her head and walked down the beach the other way. She's just like, I'm leaving you. I don't care. Take pictures of tractors. Oh, goodness. Well, I appreciate everybody coming out for the live stream tonight. It was a lot of fun. We are back now. This was our first official content since I've gotten back from vacation and gotten over being sick. And so I'm super excited to be back. Plan on daily videos from this point forward now. And we'll be getting into doing live streams on Tuesday and Thursday nights for sure. So looking forward to seeing you guys next Tuesday. We'll talk to y'all soon. That's all for today. Ketterk out.